Bob Banks looking to help his... So 2 down. Here's some real power at the plate. Bob Banks making a lot of contact recently. More than 3 hits per game over this last stretch.
Get down.
And a base hit. Everything came together on that swing. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you a knock. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. That's a base hit. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the... Goes to second for 1. That is a terrific double play. That's a very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, goes down on strikes. And a nice frame on the mound, he sets him down. Bottom of the inning, digging in for the Travelers, Bradley Ford. On a cold night like this, hitters are trying to get out in front so they don't get jammed. A pitcher can counter that by using the off-speed stuff more frequently. Now here's the 0-2. Swings and misses, it's a strikeout. And quickly 1 away in the second inning. And now the first baseman, Hogan Windish.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Lockwood Powell. 2 down. Tough way for this AB to end for the batter. He saw that one coming right down the pipe. His eyes got big, and he lost control of his swing mechanics. That pop-up should have been a laser into the gap. Late swing, fouled to the left. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. All set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now at the dish, Blake Hunt. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. Hunt hitting in the 7-hole today, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Chopped left side. And there's 1 away.
That's an out.
And now the center fielder, Victor Labrada. Fly ball, right field, Biddison. And quickly 2 away. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, Brock Rodden. Swing and a foul straight back. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the 3rd. Ground ball left side. Picks it up. The throw to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Welcome back to North Little Rock. Top of the 4th inning. And the leadoff hitter aboard. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Fly to left. Munoz on the way over. Makes the grab, 1 down. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. That's good pitching to get the high fastball in there for a called strike. Now he's forced the hitter to think about expanding the zone. Swings and misses, struck him out. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Villanueva, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they're in plenty of time, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. One gone, runner at first. Banks, the next to hit. High in the air, out to right. And there's 2 down. If you want your soda with a little extra crunch, reach for a cold can of Big Kale, a refreshing way to wash down a hot dog at the ballpark. Bottom of the 5th here in North Little Rock, and that one fouled off. He's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for him the second time around. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. 1 away.
Out.
And here's the first baseman, Hogan Windish. 0 for 1.
Ha!
High fly to center. George. And there's 2 away. Next up for the Travs, Les Fukudome. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. In the air to center, George. And that's the 3rd out. Continues. Home half of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Blake Hunt. That one finds the zone. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. And 1 and 2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Victor Labrada. Swings through that high fastball. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Play is made, 2 out. Rodman swings through that one, coming to the plate for the second time today. On the corner for a strike. And the curveball is down and in. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to anticipate and lay off it. 1-2 now. And goes down on strikes. And that's a 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping to the plate for Tulsa, Bob Banks. And that one hammered.
Get up out of here.
Way back there. And it's out of here. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A solo shot.
Leading off
and they
for
tack
Arkansas,
onto their lead.
the designated
It's
hitter,
6-0. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well.
Too low.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Nice job to work both sides of the plate. He's got this hitter inside conscious now. And now 2-2. What a take with 2 strikes. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2. Here it comes. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. So digging in, Blake Rambush. Still good life on that pitch late in this game.
1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. The Travelers with plenty of ground to make up. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Caught him looking for the strikeout. So up next, Willie Villanueva. And a big swing and a miss. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. On the ground. Picks it up. And no throw, batter into first easily. Runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Bradley 4. Oh, 0-2, waves at that one. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Well, that's a strikeout, and that does it for this inning. Still in total. All set for the bottom of the 8th. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Hogan Windish. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Great job so far on the mound, and I think curveballs like that one are a big part of the reason why. Fly ball to right. There's one down. Les Fukudome will hit next. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1 offering.
No. 1-1.
One out and the base is empty. Grounder to short. 2 away.
Out.
Blake Hunt digs in now. That one fouled off. The 0-1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Gets a piece, stays alive. Got it. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Totally. And now it's going to be Bob Banks. He's already homered in this ball game. And there's a fly ball deep to right.
Get up, ball.
Home run. A 2-run shot. His second of the night. And they boost their lead. It's 8. Banks was superb in this two-way performance. Big-time contributions on the mound. Bob Banks, fresh off an... So 2 down. And now the big-time power threat, Bob Banks. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Swing and a high fly ball. Sailing towards left center field. Pretty deep. Snags it on the warning track. Nobody on and 2 outs. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Bob Banks. Big game last night, went 4 of 5. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. And his consistent production continues as he notches his 50th RBI of the season. Such a valuable member of this lineup. And there's a hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Makes it to second base with 2 gone. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the 3rd time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. Not how you want to enter the game as a reliever. He left that one in a location that was too juicy for a hitter like this to pass up. Now he has to rebound and get right mentally for the next hitter he'll face. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Powers this one out to right field. A solo shot, and they add to their lead. It's 7-3. It's never a bad thing adding some insurance runs, and that home run helped them do just that. That one scorched on its way through to the outfield, and that extends the inning. That was a great two-strike approach in that AB. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. On a line for a base hit. That's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here's the left fielder, Willie Villanueva. Skied to left, and this should do it.
I got it.
Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Bob Banks went yard. So 2 down. Banks now at the plate. A big game last night. 4 hits in that one. And that's a base hit. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Gets down, base hit, and it gets by. Around first, hustling for 2. Here's the throw. Gets to second with nobody out. Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. So close to going foul that time, but a great job to keep it fair. That's a good example of why it's so important to keep your hands tight to the body. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Here it comes. Swing and a ball belted. Left field. Hits the base of the wall. Makes the turn, heads for second base. In with a double, makes it 2 on the night. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. Man on at first. Here's a big power threat, Bob Banks. Already a homer for him in this one. Hammer to left, and they're gonna keep growing this lead. That one is gone. Nice job by the hitter to take that one the opposite way for the homer. I think he was a touch late recognizing the fastball down the middle, but he adjusted and put a great swing on. Here's a blooper to left, and it falls! Lead runners around second, and now runners on the corners with 2 away. You'll take a hit no matter how it comes. Still raises the batting average. Not the hardest line drive you'll ever see, but a hit is a hit. I'm sure he'd have preferred to square it up better, but he'll take the knock anyway. Might be a chance for them to start working their way back into this thing. Bash down the right side, but foul. Banks measures 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. Muscles that one out the opposite way. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 9-1. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope he's enjoying it. I know I am. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. I'm looking over at the third base coach. You have to think the plan was to send the runner all the way around from first. Instead, they've got second and third now. Digging in for the drillers, Bob Banks. And now he's got a shot to turn an already memorable day into an historic day with a chance to hit his 4th homer of the ball game. It's been a tremendous performance to this point, and I'm sure he'd like to put the exclamation point on top with that fourth dinger. Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Bob Banks, and he sits on the precipice of history, having already hit 4 homers in this one, and looking for number 5 right here. No major leaguer has ever hit 5 homers in a single game. So this is beyond remarkable and a special moment for everyone watching this game right now.
Now
Runner at second here with 2 gone. And now the center fielder, Victor Labrada. Liner to left. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together... Bob Banks, the next to hit. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play.
Here we go. Make something happen.
Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. Made them pay for that one. And now they're out front. It's 3-0. 2 outs, runner on first base. Stepping to the plate for Tulsa, Bob Banks. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. He reaches the 50 hit mark, a nice milestone for him, and a nice reminder to his team and to scouts that he's a formidable offensive contributor. In the air to left, lunging try, but it gets down. The throw in, and they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Little flare into left, and if it had hung up a little longer, maybe the shortstop or left fielder makes a play on it. This one got down, though, and that's a base hit. Swings and lifts this one deep to left. Forget it. It's going to be long gone. A 2-run blast. Second home run of the game. And they lead it. It's 5-4. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. Brings it in at the wall.
Now batting.
Digging in for the Drillers, Bob Banks. 2 homers already in this one, and he's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody.
Go, 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 go.
And it's gone. A solo blast. That's home run number 3 of the game. And they add on. It's 7-4. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. And that'll get down for a hit. Throw to third, safe, and runners at the corners to start the inning. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. Foul ball there. This one is labeled.
Come on, ball. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And it's gone. Home run. Blasted that one out of here. 4th homer of the game. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 11-6. Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws. And what a play. Ball game. Banks hit his 30th homer of the season in this one, really cementing. Bob Banks with an off. So 2 down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Bob Banks. Made history yesterday with a 4-home run game, and to give you some perspective, that is more rare than a perfect game. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. A solo blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier. Wallops this one out towards right center. And gone! It's another long ball in this game. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. It's 5-4. Make it 6 straight games with a homer for him. He's looking like a well-oiled machine at the plate, completely locked in. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Sends one out the opposite way. A 2-run shot, and they boost their lead. It's 9-5. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't. To the warning track, to the wall, and touch them all. It's a home run. Bob Banks will hit next. 4 for 4 with 4 homers. Lofty territory. Swing and a rocket. This one's back there. And that one's off the wall. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. Comes across to score. And the lead is up to 5. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. So 2 on and 2 out. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, C.J. Stubbs. Hard liner. And that's a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores. It's 14-9. Comes through with the RBI. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. This next at bat looms very large. Line drive, that's a base knock. In comes the runner from third to trim the lead. It's an RBI single. 14-10 our score. Making some noise here, trying to give themselves a chance. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball. Base hit. And here comes the runner. Comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Huge spot here. Bottom of the 9th, down to their last out. In the air to right, and that should do it. Ball game. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference for them. Nice. Bob Banks looking to help. So 2 down. Next up, the designated hitter, Bob Banks. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see if that momentum carries over to this one. Swings and lifts this one to center. Way back, and it's gonna go. Home run. That's gotta feel good. A solo blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's 1-0. At the plate, Brian Hanks. That misses the zone. 1-0. That's outstanding command on the sinker here in the first, and that could mean a long day for the opposing hitters. Comes up empty, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So digging in, Johnny Sexton had the day off yesterday. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounder to third. To first. Too
He's
quickly gone in the bottom of the first this afternoon. Digging in for the Travelers, Willie Villanueva. On fire at the dish lately. 7 hits so far in the series. Vargas drifting towards this one. But it's the pitcher that makes the catch. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here in this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Hogan Windish.
Windish.
Fastball in for a strike. Swing and a miss out in front of that. Some nasty action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Stepping in, Blake Rambush. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Strike 2.
0-2. Ball.
Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. 1 out and the base is empty. Set down on strikes. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Les Fukudome.
Ha! No balls. 1 strike.
Popped in the air, left field. Irvin.
Got it.
And that's the end of the inning. So they make short work. We move on to the third inning. Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Bob Banks. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A solo shot. Second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. Leading off, Blake Punt.
No, that's a ball.
Now, he clearly excelled at pitching in the amateur ranks, but the question is, will that prowess translate to the professional level? Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Victor Labrada. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. Snags it for the second out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brock Robin. Tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 3 up and 3 down. Welcome back. The Travelers at the dish in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. He swung early in the count, and that's been a recurring theme with this lineup. Seems like a big part of their strategy in this one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. They've got one concession stand here in Little Rock devoted to nothing but deep-fried foods. If your stomach is up to it, I strongly recommend paying them a visit. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 gone, leading off the fourth.
Third baseman,
Johnny Sexton digs in now. First time up, grounded to third. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
2-2.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull them in and get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for a hit. Villanueva, the batter now, whiffs for strike 1. That
Ball
one in
one.
the dirt.
1-2.
Struck out swinging. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, Hogan
Ball
Windish.
up. Yep. 1-1.
And there's a curve through for a strike. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. Popped up. Lockwood Powell in position. And that ends the inning. So one hit is all they... Stepping to the plate for Tulsa, Bob Banks. And that's a 1-out single. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Rambush leading things off and takes a strike. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. That's a K. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Digging in for the Travelers, Les Fukudome. 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1 out and the base is empty. Comes up empty. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Grounds it to short. On to first.
Out.
2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And here's the catcher, Blake Hunt. Struck out swinging the first time.
Ahoy.
What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Nice job out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Victor Labrada.
No.
Labrada stands at 5 feet,
1
8
ball,
inches,
no strike.
195 pounds. And he's a native of Cuba. Here's a high chopper
Foul.
and a foul ball.
Ball 2.
And it's strike 2. Textbook pitching.
balls,
Slowed
2
him down
strikes.
with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. Lockwood Powell takes it to the bag. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Next up for the Travs, Brock Rodden. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time.
No ball,
He's done
1
well
strike.
to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make him come into the strike zone if they want to get to him. 2 gone now. Back to the top of the order here. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Brian Hanks. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Really frustrating day for the manager. This offense isn't showing a whole lot right now. Rolls over it to third. Slings to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So another good inning. So up next, Bob Banks. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Swings and hammers one right field, way back, and gone. Wastes no time on this one. 3rd home run of the game. It's 7-0.
Leading off for the Travelers,
Just an
the third
impressive show of
baseman,
power from him in
Johnny
this ballgame. He is a
Sexton.
menace in the batter's box.
Yeah.
Sexton, the leadoff batter,
0-1.
cuts and misses for strike 1. Fastball for a strike. Grounder to the left side. Gets it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting.
And now,
left fielder,
Willie Villanueva.
Villanueva.
So 1 on now with 1 away. He's been absolutely dominant in
Now
this one
batting,
with only
the
2
first
hits
baseman,
surrendered to this point and no runs. With every hitter, it seems like he's got a plan and he's keeping them off balance. This hit shouldn't be too great a setback to overcome. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Hey fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every fan in attendance home with a 6-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Rambush in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and that's that. Still in total.
Now batting, designated hitter, Bob Banks.
Belted deep to left center and gone. Flexes the power
Now
with
pitching
that
for
swing.
Tulsa.
A 3-run rocket.
Number 83.
And they add to their lead. It's 11-0. And now the right fielder, Blake Rambush. The Travelers, down to their last strike. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. So digging in, Blake Hunt. That very nearly brought in 2, but the automatic double holds them to just 1 run on the play. This one hit to second might be it. And that'll do it. Banks was terrific at the plate in this one. Really productive. Had a decent day on the mound as well. There's really nothing like a two-way player who can perform well on both sides of the ball. Loved the way he was hitting in this one, and his pitching was a nice bonus for him.